John had always dreamed of a life of luxury and riches, but growing up in a poor family made that dream seem impossible. His parents struggled to put food on the table, and John had to work hard from a young age to help make ends meet. But despite the difficulties, he never gave up on his dream. As he grew older, John realized that he needed to take matters into his own hands if he wanted to change his circumstances. He began to work even harder, taking on odd jobs around the neighborhood and saving every penny he could. He spent long hours studying and teaching himself various skills, including reading and writing, arithmetic, and basic business principles. One day, John stumbled upon an opportunity that he knew could change his life forever. A wealthy merchant in town was looking for an apprentice to help him manage his business, and John saw this as his chance to make his dream a reality. He applied for the position and was thrilled to be accepted. John threw himself into his work, eager to learn everything he could about the world of business. He worked long hours and absorbed every piece of knowledge the merchant had to offer. He learned how to trade goods, how to negotiate with customers, and how to manage finances effectively. Over time, John began to gain the trust of the merchant, who saw in him a hard-working and dedicated employee. He was given more responsibilities and was even allowed to make some decisions on his own. John never took this opportunity for granted and worked even harder to prove himself worthy of the trust that had been placed in him. As the years went by, John's dedication and hard work paid off. He became an indispensable member of the merchant's team, and his efforts helped to grow the business significantly. The merchant took notice of John's talents and rewarded him with a share in the profits. John was overjoyed at this turn of events. He had never imagined that he would one day be a part owner of a successful business. But he knew that with great reward came great responsibility, and he worked even harder to ensure the continued success of the enterprise. With his newfound wealth, John was finally able to achieve his dream of living a life of luxury. He bought himself a large house, filled it with the finest furnishings, and even hired servants to attend to his every need. But despite his newfound wealth, John never forgot his roots. He remained humble and grateful for the opportunities that had come his way. John also used his wealth to give back to his community. He donated generously to charities and sponsored the education of several children in need. He knew how hard it was to grow up without access to proper education and wanted to make sure that other children had the chance to better their lives, just as he had. As John looked back on his journey, he realized that his success had been the result of hard work, dedication, and a willingness to learn. He knew that he had been lucky to have found a mentor who had believed in him and given him the opportunity to succeed. And he knew that he had a responsibility to pass on his knowledge and help others achieve their own dreams. In the end, John's story became an inspiration to many in his community. His success showed that with hard work, determination, and a little bit of luck, anyone could achieve their dreams, no matter how unlikely they may seem. And that, to John, was the greatest reward of all.